Alright, Kim. Here we are. Another holiday cube. You went first last time.
So this means it's your go.
Okay, of all the Power 9 to get, this is disappointing. Because it's the weakest.
Although I have a personal deck that would go very nicely in.
Well, I know. But it's not even broken because it's got its standard reprinting now. Well, not reprinting, but a slightly fixed version. But it's, yeah. So, I don't think there's much point in going for that. What do I like here? Searing Spear as well. Is like, it's no Lightning Bolt. Noble Hierarch could lead us into a green deck, which could go a multiple of different other colours.
Also a giant Grave Titan.
Yeah, the Grave Titan's definitely a consideration. Deranged Hermit's good. Phantasmal Image and for Geist. Geist is good.
I like the Geist.
Geist is good. That could we have to do a very tempo-based deck. Well, we were black last time. I'll go the Noble Hierarch.
I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but our cat is just being ridiculously cute in front of the computer. I hope you can see this. I don't think you can, but...
Alrighty, Kim, are you looking for the next pick?
Well, if I can see it past our cat... oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Seconds.
It's hard to focus. Okay, Neville Niles' disc is always... Oh my god.
Someone's distracted.
I'm not distracted. There's a Damnation.
Yep. I'm absolutely...
You might need to take over my...
Alright, okay.
No, what did you pick last time?
Noble Hierarch. Now here's the thing. I'm not really keen on Noble. Well,
so I don't know Noble Hierarch off the top of my head.
It's like a birds. It's like a birds of paradise kind of thing.
Right,
so mana elf essentially with some upside.
Well, look, Neville Niles' disc is colourless. We have no idea what we're doing yet. Nothing really appeals to me in this pack.
Yeah.
There are a couple of things I like, but
Bizarre isn't
I'll probably go Neville Niles just because it doesn't lock us into anything and it's universally useful.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, yeah, it's fine.
I don't think we can go wrong with that.
I'm not seeing anything that I'm really like, oh my god, can't possibly pass that.
Oh, this is a much more interesting pack.
No,
if we had gone Geist, we now have Brago. Those together would have been amazing.
I
assume someone else would have chosen Geist.
They don't actually combo.
Yeah,
but we can actually take Brago now and try and do like a comes into play effect. Noble gets us both white and blue.
Oh, it's Hero of Bladehold I was thinking of because of the attack effects,
sorry, yeah.
I do get those two mixed up.
Even then, they're not a combo, but they are fine. They are good.
Yeah, but no, I mean they work together.
Okay, Academy Ruins might be fine. We could do like an artifact themed deck. We haven't done one of those in the Vintage Cube. That could be quite good, actually. Nothing here is amazing. I'm tempted by Brago. Brago is good, but Academy Ruins. I'm not married to anything. I'm quite happy to change plans at any point in time.
We have Armageddon for land destruction, Terrestrial. Dragon Lord Dromoka can't be countered, flying lifelink. Opponents can't cast spells during your turn. That could be quite powerful.
So essentially it's like
we've done a couple of Eureka decks before. I love Inferno Titans, but they are pretty straightforward.
You can go with what you like. Eureka is a deck. It is a good deck.
Yes, it's just we've done a few times. And I do like to have variety. I like to try a few different things. Edric is cool. I must admit, I've never actually run Edric in a deck, but I've always really wanted to.
Well, we can try the Mana Elves thing.
Yeah, I honestly think, and it does go with Noble Hierarch, and it goes with colour-wise, at least, for Academy Ruins. So I think I'm actually going to choose Edric.
Alrighty. Green, blue, well, here's our Mana Elf. Treasure Cruise, not to be turned down lightly. Fauna Shaman is good. Mana Elf, I think. Could go the Ajani.
So to get Edric to work, we'll need
Bitter Blossom.
ways of getting our creatures through, so we'll need evasive creatures as well.
Either that or just a bunch of weenies. In Vintage Cube, some players will not have a lot of early. But yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, some disruption. Disruption will be good.
But by the time Edric comes out, Edric is 3, so... Well, 2 at the latest. Earliest, I mean. Okay, so if we want to go weenies, Seeker of the Way. That's an artifact creature if we want to go artifacts.
Mm-hmm. Council's Judgments are
Ironically-
very good. The Lodestone Golem is when you're all in on artifacts, which we aren't.
Could be. It's early.
That's true. We could change
There's a lot of
plans.
black in here.
Council's Judgment is just very strong removal. Repeal is very good bounce. Maze of Ith is a very good defensive card. Very good defensive card. But it depends how defensive we want to be. Dismember will go into any deck, and that's removal.
Honestly, I like Seeker of the Way. We can try for a weenie deck. And that's what we're headed towards so far. It's not an amazing pick, to be honest, but there wasn't anything that really appealed.
Okay, so we've got a few options here. Daze is actually not too bad, but I don't know if we want to be all the way banned for no good reason.
We don't have to. I mean, I note that Avenger of Zendikar is in it, and I love Avenger of Zendikar.
We have 2 mana elves here.
We do.
I'm happy to go with Avenger. If we manage to pick up the opposition, we have the opposition deck here, minus the Seeker and possibly the Disc. We have the opposition deck, but we don't yet have the opposition. Oh,
Genesis
we
Wave.
could be the Genesis Wave deck. We have the mana elves.
I would actually love to try for a Genesis Wave deck, because I don't think we've done it in Magic Online before. Or maybe once, I can't really remember. But I don't think we've successfully pulled it off at any rate. I think I'd quite like to try for that. What else do we have? This is much more exciting.
Sure.
I think let's go for it.
Sure. Alrighty, we need mana. Mana
Breeding
up the
pool.
wazoo. Yeah, we need acceleration.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm still going to go the breeding pool. It fixes our Edric. But we need acceleration as... Ooh, Temple of Mystery.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at immediately. Also, Journey to Nowhere, which is not bad.
That is removal, and it's not... I would consider...
And it is also a permanent. That is a permanent removal. So
It's true,
for
actually.
Genesis Wave, it works quite well. I was going to go for Temple of Mystery, but just in light of the fact that Journey to Nowhere is a permanent removal,
yeah.
and so is Never Nirel's Disc actually.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a good pick for us.
Alrighty, Reclamation Sage. Permanent. Yeah.
Garrick, Apex. Oh, all right. I still want to run that at some point. Okay, so 2 good contenders here. This has an enter play effect, and this has a landfall effect. I like the card draw.
Yep.
I think slightly more than I like the Emiria Angel.
Yep.
So I'll go for Wall of Blossoms.
Fauna Shaman. Okie dokie.
Let's hate the Museum Waters, shall
Sure.
we?
Oh, no love for the zombie fish. I find that a creepy picture.
It is
Dangling a...
quite creepy.
It dangles something. It's a human. It's meant to look like a human.
Oh, I didn't actually see it that way
If-
until you mentioned it.
So if you look at the
no,
flavor
I
text,
can see it. Oh,
see the flavor text?
oh, okay.
If everything in the Gurmag swamp hungers for human flesh, what bait could be more effective?
Curse you, flavor text. It was much nicer when I didn't see that. And it wasn't particularly nice to start
Nightmares forever.
with. Okay. Oh, we have
Well,
a sword.
We do actually.
This is my pick, isn't it?
It is
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
There's a sword. There is another mana elf if we want to go
Yes.
that. That's an Azorius thing. This is
which
a
is
pretty
in,
good
which is
booster.
in our colours.
Force of Will, but that's an instant. This is not a permanent. We have this thing.
Yep,
Enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature. Well,
Mhm.
that could be quite useful.
yep.
Sword of the Pantheon is probably not so useful. I like the sword.
For weenies, absolutely. I think it's a shame we're going to pass, but I don't think we'll get the Elvish Mystic back.
Probably
but
not, but there are usually quite a few mana elves, so
Yes,
let's
we
go
might
to
get
sword.
Okie
Ooh.
dokie. We have Green Sun Zenith
Master
here.
of the Wild Hunt.
Master of the Wild Hunt, not bad. Tinker. I don't think we're going to be tinkering. I don't believe. Glenalandra Archmage is actually
Quite good,
really
yeah.
good. Very easy to splash. It's the most raw power here. Just countering their counter spells, countering their Like, if we stick a Glenalandra Archmage, it really is very powerful.
I would be happy to
Yeah.
play that.
I think that's what we go with. It's a shame to pass the Green Sun Zenith, but I think that's
And
what
Master
we go
of the
for.
Wild Hand. I just think Master of the Wild Hand is one of those really fun cards. So here is our Mana Elf.
We have another Mana Elf.
Um,
The Tundra fixes us quite nicely as well.
yes, it does. But Mana
Nothing
Elf-
else here is amazing. I'm happy to, yeah.
That is a major Mana Elf as well.
It is. It's.
I think
so
I'll
little-
go for that.
Yep.
There will be more fixing that comes around later.
Yep. No, it seems fine.
Okay. There's a Kiora, there's a Jace.
Oath of Druids doesn't
Archangel.
work for us. Kiora could work for us, and it's a permanent. Counterspell is a good card. I suspect maybe just Kiora.
I'd like to give Kiora a go. I've never actually played with Kiora before. So I think that would
She's
be...
not bad because she protects herself quite effectively. We could Chrome Mox, but I don't think so. I think Kiora.
There's a puddle of cat next to me. She is absolutely adorable.
At this point, we may not be running the Academy Ruins.
I suspect not.
I mean, we'll see. But in 3 colours, seems
Well.
unlikely.
Wormcoil Engine is an artifact if you did want to run it, and it's a permanent.
Yes. Windswept Heath fixes us. Banishing Light is
Mana Hydra is
removal.
not bad.
We're going to play a caster spell. We might be playing quite
Banishing
a
Light
few
is
little spells.
the permanent form of removal as well.
Yes.
This is tough, because I really like Wormcoil Engine.
Actually, Wormcoil Engine's perfectly good. We want to ramp into stuff. That's a perfectly good ramp target. 6 mana.
Hopefully it's still early enough in this booster that something will come back
Worm-
of the things we like.
Wormcoil is the easiest to play because it's colourless.
Alright,
So
I do like that permanent based removal as well, but I don't think I can pass
we've
up
got to be
Wormcoil.
careful with Banishing Light and Journey to Nowhere because you'd realise it's not May. So if we run into
Yes,
them
I know,
and there's
I know,
no opponent stuff
Yeah, I know. But
off of a Genesis wave.
I wasn't paying attention there. Okay, your go.
Well, Monastery Mentor doesn't really work for us because we're playing a lot of creatures. Baneslayer Angel's fine. I'm suspecting Courser of Crucifix is the play here. Blocks well, speeds us up, some card advantage, which we don't actually, apart from Edric. Yeah, Courser I think is fine here.
I think that's the clear choice here, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not heavy in blue, actually.
Ooh, okay.
Awakening Zone.
There's a yes.
And Silver Bay Paladin is nice. Oh, there's another sword. And fixing. This is another really good booster.
Sword of Light and Shadow is probably the weakest of the
Well,
swords.
that's the ramp.
It's,
And that's obviously fixing.
I must admit, it's very difficult to get past that awakening zone.
Yeah. Oh, that's the initial one that I saw. I do like the sword, but I think we need the Awakening Zone more.
I like the Temple Garden. We're gonna have to,
I'll go for Awakening Zone.
if we're gonna go like 3 colours, we're gonna have to start making some difficult
We have
choices
some
soon.
fixing already. Okay, so Supreme Verdict could be useful. Fiend Hunter again is useful. And that is a May removal
Mana
as well.
Elf.
But
I
it's
just-
for black.
It just doesn't matter. It's
Oh,
colourless.
okay.
Fiend Hunter is actually very good, and it is May. Tempting actually, but we've got. All right, what do we have?
We only
Removal
have Journey
ways.
to Nowhere so far and the Never Nibel's Disc.
I think we just need the ramp. We need the elves.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well, speak of the devil.
indeed.
I think that's a pretty easy choice. I mean, I like Nature's Claim as a sideboard card, but we have more opportunities to get those later.
Oh, Green Sun Zenith. That gets our Edric. Yeah, I'm totally going to go
Or
Green
late
Sun
game, it
Zenith.
might get Avenger of Zendikar.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I think we're looking at hating here. I think.
Okay, so that's removal. Hero of Oxid could be nasty in the right deck.
That's a
But I'd probably go
mono red card.
Probably go the removal, I suppose.
Well,
we're going to have lots of small creatures, right?
This is possibly something that we could theoretically morph. Because it's easier to cast, I'm going to take the Exalted Angel, even though I like the Archangel a little better. But this is a morph.
Okay, well... Oh, geez. I like Mana Gorger Hydra a lot. I also like this for the Enchantment Destruction.
We do have a Reclamation Sage already, which kills artifacts and enchantments.
Oh, okay. Alright, didn't even notice that. Oh, well, I'll go Mana Gorger.
Baneslayer, I suppose.
Yeah, Spirit of the Labyrinth will neuter Edric.
Yes.
Nice, and we can run Silverblade Paladin as well.
Yeah. All these double blues, double whites, I mean. I'm not sure about them. Alright, so it's my turn to go first again?
It is. And we have Venser on the board.
Venser is good, but doesn't really do... We don't have the come into play effects stuff that really works. I mean, we can do our Journey to Nowhere. Nissa's not bad, actually, but we get 3 colours. I think, honestly, for Genesis Wave, we want Grim Monolith.
How did I know this?
But look, come on. If we're Genesis...
You always pick that one first.
I do, but even if I didn't, if ever there was a deck that wanted Grim Monolith, the one with Genesis Wave and Green Sun Zenith is the deck.
You do make a fair argument. I guess I just like to go for variety, but hey, it's your pick. And you do make sense. It makes sense.
The thing is that the Grim Monolith is something that enables the big stuff. You know, the variety is in the worm coils and the Avengers and that kind of thing.
So
that sort of thing changes.
Removal here. We have another mana one if you want mana. There's also another sword if we want that. Also fixing. Also another mana elf.
Also fixing.
And also fix. And also more right removal. This is actually an amazing booster for us.
We want everything in here. Sword of War and Peace.
Even Pestamite as well works.
Yeah, it's our last pick. Everything else comes before it.
This is going to be tough. So one Power Stone is the ramp. I like Beast Within for movement. I like the sword.
Yeah. Honestly.
But I think it's got to be between these two. We don't have much blue, so I don't think we need too much blue fixing. Stuff it, let's go all in on the Genesis Wave.
Alrighty.
I'll take a leaf out of your book. Oh, of course.
There's actually nothing else here amazing. Oh, Mind Twist.
But we're not in black.
We could splash for black, but I don't think so. Thron Dynamo, I think, is the clear pick here. We've got our win conditions.
We can go all in on the Genesis Wave.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so... Gaia's Cradle. How many creatures are we going to have?
Lots. All those Mana Elves.
Okay. Then I think, obviously, the Gaia's Cradle seems like a good pick. Raphaelis is also nice, but that's harder to cast, obviously.
Yeah, and we like 3 colours.
So I think Gaia's Cradle's the clear choice here.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, Fact or Fiction gives us cards.
Secure the Wastes. It's an X spell, which means we've got something else to put loads of.
Yeah, it's good.
We've got all this ramp, and we really only have one decent thing.
Well, this gains us more cards, which gives us stuff to do with our ramp. Garruk World Speaker is also pretty nice, but I think I'm going to go the Fact or Fiction.
Maybe Secure the Wastes will come back, but I don't think it will.
I think it will, to be honest.
I don't think it will.
It's good, but it's not actually amazing. Not in Vintage Cube. There's just everyone's doing more powerful things than Secure the Wastes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Fact or Fiction.
Blade Splicer. What does Turnabout do? Tap all untap permanents of the chosen type target player controls, or untap all tapped permanents of that type. That's not really what we want. Wrath of God is always useful.
Less useful for us,
This is not a
unfortunately.
good booster for us, actually.
No, I mean
We could just
Scavenging
go for
Ooze
Scavenging
is...
Ooze.
Yeah, it could be a sideboard card against graveyard shenanigans.
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy to go for that.
Yeah, it sits okay in our curve. Okie dokie. Well.
Mystic
well,
Snake is
well,
nice.
well, well.
Student of Warfare is nice.
Mystic Snake is good. Student of Warfare is not because it's white, so it's got to go in a mono white deck. Because if it was colourless, no problems.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We don't really want Deathrite Shaman, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Pulkan is actually not a bad mana sink.
You're right.
Sits okay.
It's not.
But do we just want Mystic Snake here?
I think Mystic Snake would be
Okay.
useful. Okay. Well,
Well, we've got more card draw.
we can go for fixing at this point.
Actually, yes. I think this is probably the wisest thing. Fixing is probably a very good idea at this point.
Yeah, because although the Planeswalkers would be nice, I just think that
We could Garruk, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
fixing at this stage is something we do need. So I'm
yeah.
going to go.
We've neglected it.
Oh,
well.
Mother of Runes came back.
Mother of Runes or Nissa? Mind's Desire.
I don't know if we have enough big things to make Mind's Desire very nice.
Oh, but it storms, you
Oh,
see.
okay.
Storm. So the idea is that
It's also a sorcery.
Yeah. Go with Nissa. Don't know if she'll make the cut. But a turn 1 Mother of Runes is a little bit difficult. Ooh!
Alright, so we've got the
Oh,
Glacial
do you remember this is the
Fortress.
booster that we wanted everything in it?
These three are all good.
I must admit, the two that really stand out to me are Glacial Fortress and Sylvan Carotid because they both fix our mana quite nicely.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Well, we've already got the one white blue
it's gonna be
source.
difficult to colour as it
This
is.
can give us something of any colour, so yeah, why not? And there is another target for Genesis
want-
Wave.
Primal Command, creatures into hand. I don't think so. You can get us. Nah. Tarmogoyf maybe? This is a beta.
Maybe. Oh, I'm not wild about this.
We'll just hate.
Let's hate Vampire Nighthawk.
Sure.
Oh,
Garruk.
Secure the Wastes. No,
Oh, okay,
Secure
sure.
the Wastes.
It's
You were right, it did come back.
yeah, it's not a good. I don't
Wrath
even
of
know
God
if
for
it
me.
will. Sure.
Oh, and
Pulkanross
Pulkanross.
came back. Nice. Well, we cut off green. Again, we've gone almost monocolour. Move that to sideboard. Definitely move that to sideboard.
Agreed.
Move that to sideboard.
Vampire Nighthawk.
That. No. We may even want to Never Nile's
Scavenging
Disc.
Ooze can go into the sideboard.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, Fauna Shaman can tutor for our big targets. And will probably be a Lightning Rod anyway. And can kind of...
I'm not sure about Nissa. I'd probably put her into the sideboard.
Even if she just turns our lands into... Because we'll end up having so much mana. Even if she just turns our lands into 4/4s, I prefer her over Baneslayer because it eases our mana. Wrath of God needs to go. This eases our mana quite nicely.
Should Mystic Snake be a sideboard card?
That's possible. What would we sideboard it out and in against? Tarmogoyf is not really what we're doing, I don't think. We're mostly... We can probably afford to sort of take some things out of the 2 mark, because we're trying to skip it mostly. We're trying to drop a turn 1 mana elf, and then skip the 2 mana to drop a 3 mana thing.
Let me just have a quick look.
Reclamation Safe
Actually, that's
maybe
definitely a sideboard.
sideboard card. Maybe Awakening Zone is as well. Maybe Mana Gorger Hydra. I don't know, maybe not. I like
That's how all in we are, because I think Mana Gorger Hydra is very nice.
I like the sword. The sword is another form of card draw, and we can put it on an elf, which is really good. I like Kiora. Like all these, maybe the fact of fiction needs to go because it's.
I wasn't that wild about it to start with.
I think the secure needs to go.
Okay. I do still want to use it at some point, but I'm happy having it there as a sideboard card.
Secure the Waste, I think, is perfectly good in a mono white deck when you're running all the white anthems.
So we're also massively ramping up.
Yeah.
Having those X cards or X abilities in the case of Polkanos can be quite useful.
So secure, Polkanos, fine, but Secure the Waste is like, we ramp up and we get like 6 mana, 7 mana, and it's like you drop a few 1/1s, and it's like, well, that's nice. But you don't really leverage. I mean, it actually, I must admit, does work actually quite well with Edric.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think, I don't know, I'm still not a massive fan.
Look, we can as I said, I'm fine having in as a sideboard.
I'm happy to have Green Sun Zenith. So we need to drop another 4 cards. I like the Glenalandra Archmage.
Me too.
Monogoja Hydra. It's good, but it's not really what we're doing. So it's aggressive, and we're kind of
I'd
ramping.
probably take Mystic Snake out in the main deck as well, just because it is so hard to cast, because you need 2 blue, 1 green. We're probably not going to be running very much blue.
Maybe we ditch our white as well. Journey to Nowhere, bring it in. Oh no, we've got Hallowed Fountain, Breeding Pool, Gaia's Cradle. We only ended up with Hallowed Fountain.
We really don't have much removal in there anymore. Journey to Nowhere is... it's really Journey to Nowhere and Nevinyrral's Disc.
What do we have? Yeah, Nevinyrral's Disc.
We have the Glenalandra Archmage to counter things, but how do we remove things that are already there? So I think we want to keep the Journey to Nowhere in there.
Fair enough.
Unless, of course, we rely on things like Wormcoil Engines, Death Touch to get rid of things.
We have the Mystics. We actually didn't pick up a great deal of removal, full stop, really.
No.
But that's possibly okay because, what we're doing is just going ahead with our game plan. Maybe having a Journey to Nowhere, just, hoping we get our Journey to Nowhere is fine. Our mana's not looking great.
Can I have a look at a couple of things?
Okie dokie, we're going to have to...
Okay.
That makes mana of any colour. Noble Hierarch makes white.
So we've got card draw and we've got
maybe
mana.
the Wall of Blossoms goes
I
because it's not really what we're
that
doing.
For the card draw, I was thinking the other one. We've got so much mana generation.
Oh, but it's like if we're gonna be having blue and white, I kind of would. I prefer the mana over Wall of Blossoms.
I don't feel too strongly
we're
about it either way. So.
We're not blinking Wall of Blossoms. If we had it with Brago, totally it would go in.
We need one more.
Polkanos is removal.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
I
must admit, I'm not a massively big fan of Green Sun Zenith, but it does make sense to have the X.
It's just really... It's not even that it's an X, it's that it gets us Edric. Or whatever it is we need currently.
Well, it is the X, because it means it's more versatile. If we get it very late game.
Yeah. If we get it late game, we can tutor up. Well, it's got to be a green creature.
Maybe just one of the mana elves. Perhaps Elves of Deep Shadow.
Maybe the Fauna... maybe Jiraga, because Jiraga needs to be leveled up first.
It does give you double the mana once it does, though.
Yeah.
I'd probably go for the Elves of Deep Shadow because it deals you damage and it's only colourless mana, essentially.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think all the others are better than that one.
Maybe the Fauna Shaman.
Oh, but it's useful for getting us things like Wormcoil and Avenger of Zendikar, so I'd keep that in for that reason.
Well,
I'd probably...
let's side out the Elves of Deep Shadow. We do have Sylvan Caryatid and Fauna Shaman and some other things to hit early. We just want to really just... To be honest, we really do kind of want to guarantee we've got Mana Elf, Edric, hit, draw 3 cards. Or draw 2 cards. That's just really nice. I'm not convinced about dropping a Mana Elf. But
look, I'm willing to give it a go your way. We can try it your way first, and
yeah. Well,
we could always sideboard it in and
try
it the other way.
Let's try it without.
Okay, so remove
To be
Fauna
fair,
Shaman.
actually, to be fair, we've got all this Grim Monolith and Worn
But
Palestone and
the
Thron
thing is, the other
Dynamo.
argument for keeping the Fauna Shaman in is that's the way you can get Edric.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So-
Let's ditch this. I've just realised we do have like hideous amounts of mana. We do have hopefully enough things to pull it into. Maybe the Awakening Zone. Yeah.
Okay.
Do the elves go back in, or does something else go back in, like the Mystic Snake?
Honestly, I'd put Wall of Blossoms back in for card draw.
It only gets you one card, so it replaces itself. It
Yeah.
replaces itself unless you.
It is good for slowing people down
It's-
while we can get.
Yeah, we're somewhat. I'd
We have to make a
prefer.
decision soon, so let's
Yeah.
make the decision now.
I'd prefer ways of interacting with my opponent.
Use what your gut says,
I'm gonna go with
because we need
this.
to get our mana base.
All right, 1 plains, 3 islands, 12 forests. Cancel. Let's bring in Hallowed Fountain, Gaia's Cradle, Brooding Pool. Maybe
Okay.
Academy Ruins just for lols. Why not?
Alright, for lols.
It will bring back a lot of our
Let's make the
stuff.
sword and Nevernile's disc and Wormcoil.
plains. Maybe we ditch the singular plains. Yeah. 2 islands.
Okay,
Maybe 1 more island.
so Journey to Nowhere's coming out?
No, because we've got the Hallowed Fountain, the Noble Hierarch, the Sylvan Caryatid to cast it.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Maybe that's not enough, but I
I'd
suspect
probably-
it's okay.
I'd probably run a... No, I don't know, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
My gut says I run a bit more white, but I mean, it is really the only white spell we have, so
Yeah.
it's probably going to be fine.
Yeah. 16 lands.
Yeah, you had 24, you didn't take that
Wall of
one.
Blossoms went in by accident. One more white? No, one more green, I think. We're just so heavily green. We're just
Yeah.
reliant on our green. Okie dokie, I think this is fine. Submit with 50 seconds on the clock. And we shall see you guys in game 1.
Yeah.